Yo guys, what is up? Max in our Palworld video, and today we're talking about 5 more amazing base locations. Now, I put out a video on base locations that I went out into the world and discovered myself, and I put together a list and made a video on what I thought were my favorite base locations, and I actually asked you guys down in the comments to drop where you've settled, where you really like as a base location. And so today we're going to be going to the top rated comments on that video and going and checking out those base locations, hopefully finding some awesome spots. I hope you enjoy the video. Let's get right into it. Real quick, just a quick announcement. When I was coming up with the idea for this video, I was like, it'd be so much better if I had actual footage of people's bases rather than just the location that they built their base. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of a competition. There will be a Google submission form where you can submit a video of you doing a tour around your base. You don't need to talk during it, just a clip about a minute long of you walking around your base showing off where you've set up. And I'm going to be giving away different prizes for like best designed, the most functional base, so on and so forth. Prize pool will be $500, and I think it should be pretty cool. You can find a lot more details in the description and actually from the like Google submission itself. But yeah, hopefully that's really fun, and I appreciate you guys if you submit any sort of like video to me so that I can feature it in my YouTube videos. Our first viewer space that we're going to be checking out is from Papa Patty, who found a really awesome area at -260, -369. We're going to hop on our Frostallion and head over there. Oh wow, we are starting off on a really good spot. This is insane. You've got a really flat area that's kind of perfect. You know, tons of space. You've got a really pretty little like pond area right here, and then tons of naturally spawning ore. Let's take a better look at this spot. You're up on a hilltop, right? So you could just build walls. I don't even know if you would need walls because I think you're completely surrounded on this cliff. You could maybe build a little bit of walls on the side, but yeah, this is a really, really good spot. Great suggestion. Oh, there's a little ramp here. I guess you could maybe build like a gate right here, and then kind of build up a wall, even if you wanted to do like almost like a spiral leading up to this base. This base, by the way, is right at this location. The coordinates are going to be -258, -368, or as they've listed, -260, -369, right around this exact spot. Really good first submission. Let's see if we got anything better than this. Oh, that's just like literally mid-recording. There's a shiny chicken here. Nice. First try log. Huge W. Very good. Dude, there is no shot. What is happening right now? I've seen like maybe 8 shinies in my whole time playing this game. I'm just like roaming around for this video. Bumped it to 2 already. Going to this one spot. Our next spot is from Nox Echo, who built their base up here. There is a ton of trees here, but their comment said that if you cut the trees down and then build foundation, it'll stop them from respawning. You've got a ton of area up here, as well as like you're just on like a massive kind of cliff face. So you could build like a ramp and then have some walls like on the ramp, or a big gate kind of at the front part here. And you've got natural spawning ore and rocks. You could even build your base if you didn't want to deal with all the trees in this like massive open area here. This is one of the larger open areas that I've seen, and there's naturally spawning ore here, so that's pretty cool. I do like the idea of kind of building a base like up there and then doing like a massive gate, kind of a ramp leading up to your base. Would be pretty neat, but it is definitely a little bit more of a hassle with all the trees here. This spot, by the way, is going to be at exactly -242.7. Our next spot is from Marcus Florian. Now, this spot is right here where I'm looking at, which has got a lot of open area. You're on like the top of a mountain, basically, which is really awesome. You could just build some walls at where the like raiders would get in, and you're basically like can't have people raid you, which looks awesome. And you've got naturally spawning rock, you've got ore, and you've got coal. But what actually really intrigued me is a few days ago, I was actually over in this area and I marked this little area for mining. And if I remember correctly, there is just an absurd amount of ore tucked away in this little corner, which could be really nice to have a base like located right next to. And yep, there it is. That is a ton of ore on this little cliffside. So like, obviously not within direct like access of your base, but you could have your base here, and then you could just kind of walk over to all of this ore here and just kind of farm it. You could, if you wanted to, build your pal box kind of in the middle so that it would like overlap, and then you could throw some pals down here, and those would still be within your base. That could be kind of cool. But definitely a very interesting location. And you've also got this cliff above you, which doesn't look like there's all that much going on, just kind of like a flat area. I will say, when I showed up here, there were a lot of like free Pal Alliance dudes, and there was definitely some fighting going on. So I think this is an area you might want to clear out a little bit and build some defenses around, because these free Pal Alliance guys were here. But very cool spot. The location for this is going to be 19-87. This next location was recommended by Dragon Shadow, who says that he's played 60 plus hours and has never been raided in this spot. And I also like just barely missed this snippet of the map. Oh, is it this area up here? Okay, we got a little waterfall. Very cool. Oh, I see a ton of ore. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow, that is a lot of ore. Wow, I literally like just barely missed this spot. Okay, so yeah, this is a cool spot. You've got the waterfall over there. You've got 8 quadrillion ore here. Let me look around a bit more. It looks like maybe you'd want to build... I mean, you could build your like PAL box location right here. My only concern about this location is it's not like overly flat. It does have a little bit of curvature to it, but I think you could put your PAL box maybe like here where it's a little bit more flat, and then maybe build out a platform for like a lot of your stuff, and then have this just open area. Like you could do a little bit more structured area right here, and then have like this whole open area for all of the ore. This is definitely a cool location. A little bit worried about the curvature, just because this game can be a little bit weird sometimes about the curvature. But I mean, you're on a cliff, so you really can't be raided. You could just build like a wall up in the front so that guys can't get to you, and then I mean, there's no getting to you from that cliff, and then you're surrounded by more cliff. So definitely a very cool location. Apparently raid proof, tons of ore, and like relatively flat. This is going to be at -74, -317. Our next location is very pretty. Sometimes this game looks really, really good. Right now is actually one of them. God damn. But this is the beach by the Pen King boss. This was recommended to me by Stefan Reindl. Here's the Pen King boss right next to it. Teleporter, and then our beach location is 111 -325. He said that he's been playing for over 50 hours in this location and hasn't been raided once, which is very promising. There's a massive flat area here that you could use, and then you've also got some natural spawning ore. Not a lot of it, but really pretty location, and you could use the beach as like one of the walls for your location, and then you've just got a massive open area. You've got some rocks. There is admittedly a lot of beach locations in this game, but this one seems quite nice, and it does seem like the sun sets right in front of you. So if you're looking for a little bit more of like a pretty base rather than like a overly functional one, in terms of like natural spawns, this seems like a pretty good option. Thank you for sharing. Our next base location, I actually can't find the YouTube comment at the moment. I think their name was like Shadow, was this spot right here. Now this is at the very top of a mountain, so I don't think you would need to build any like stuff at all. I really just don't think that this could get raided at all. The issue with this spot is that obviously the area is pretty small and it's very much not flat. I could see this as a pretty cool like, you know, mining location. The big plus to this is it's got a bunch of coal, where we've got a ton of different naturally spawning coal which once you get into the later part of the game, coal becomes almost as important as ore. And then you've got a ton of ore. I actually currently have a base set up just for mining coal, and then another base that's just for mining ore. So if you're looking at like saving kind of a base location, but I had to kill these Mustandas that were here. You could possibly like set up here and just have this as like a mining base. I think you could maybe like level this out a bit if you wanted to build some structure. You could build some foundation on this and then make it a bit flat, and then have this area where your guys would just be farming coal and farming ore, and then you wouldn't have to build any defenses, and you wouldn't have to worry about them like dying. So this actually seems like a pretty good location. I just wouldn't build like a big base here. I mean, you could kind of build like a tree house, but I would more use this as a really cool mining location. I do actually like that quite a bit. Just got to deal with the like changes in elevation slash it not being totally flat. But this spot is gonna be right at 194, negative 42. Before we head out, one of the biggest questions I was getting asked is how do you like build stairs to connect the base? I actually just broke my stairs to just give you guys a quick demonstration on how to build these stairs. But what you want is for your stairs to have something to connect to. That's kind of the big kicker. So if I build a stone foundation, let's try to build it right there. That's perfect. Now I've got a foundation here. I've got some foundation down there. So now what we're going to go do is we're going to build a wall. Put the wall there. Now I've got foundation. I've got wall. I might need to like realign this. So let's put this here. Then I can build stairs here. Might need to move the foundation so it connects so it's a little bit smoother. There, that looks relatively perfect. And then you could just actually build some stairs. See if it'll let me. Some stairs like that. It's not going to let me over here because I already built things. But that's how you build a staircase in a base to connect things. It's pretty easy. The big thing is you just need to make a wall. And yeah, guys, that is going to be it for the video. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for sharing your base locations with me. And please, I really do appreciate if you guys submit some footage of your bases so that I can feature them in an upcoming video. And also, we'll be giving away some cash prizes. I hope you enjoyed. I will catch y'all in the next one. Take care. Peace.